Hey guys, this is Miss Cordero, and this is a tutorial about how to use Google Sheets to make a scatter plot and find a line of best fit, which is also known as linear regression. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sign into your Google account and go to Google Sheets. You may or may not have anything here. This is an old one that I had, just testing it out, but if you don't have anything, that's totally fine. To open a new one, kind of similarly, this is similar to Excel, you would click the plus on the bottom right corner to make a new one. And then it opens a spreadsheet that is just like Excel. So we've already learned how to do this process in Excel. This is very similar, but a little bit different. So the first thing you want to do is to plug in your data. For today, I'm just going to be using random data. For your purposes, you're going to be wanting to use the tables and the data from the book or whatever assignment you're given. So I'm going to go ahead and just plug in my data. I'm just typing in a number at a time and clicking enter. I'm going to go all the way up to 10. And then let's say we start here at 33. And I'm just typing this in somewhat randomly. Okay? And I want this one to be 8. Once you have your data entered in, you want to click on just the starting point and highlight that whole section of data. This is going to tell the computer that you want it to use this data versus if you had other numbers on the table versus to use that. So we highlighted it. We're going to click Insert, go to Chart, and then this is where you're going to be able to make your scatter plot. So please remember that at any time, if you feel this is going too quickly, that the benefit of having a video is that you can pause and rewind, okay? So once we've highlighted and select Insert Chart, we're going to go to the Charts tab, and we want to go to Scatter. You have to actually click on the scatter plot before clicking Insert, so once you have the picture here on the right, then you can click Insert. If you'd like to move this, so for my example, I'd like to move it over so I can still see the data. You're going to go up to the top of the chart until you have the hand and then move it over so you can still see your data. Okay? Now, for the purposes of our class, we need to have titles. I want you to be specific and title everything you have. So let's say that this is the depth of a river. Let's capitalize this, after a monsoon. Okay? So if this is the depth of my river after a monsoon, which is actually one of the textbook problems, it will type in and then I hit enter to give my chart a title. But I also need titles on my axes. So on my x-axis, I'm going to say that this is going to be months or time. Let's do time in months. And if you notice, there's no y-axis already here. So from everything here on out, to get a hold of that and to get all the features of the chart, what we're going to do is right-click. So I'm going to right-click and it go down to axis. And since I already have the horizontal or the x-axis, I want the left vertical axis or the y-axis. So I know that title. Let's call this depth in feet. Okay, so I've pressed enter and you can see that my titles are there. Everything is titled and I have that. Now, for part of your assignment, you also have to be able to have a trend line, the R-squared value, and the equation. So to get that, I'm also going to right-click my chart and I'm going to go to Advanced Edit. To get the trend line, you're going to go all the way to Customize and go all the way down. Once you're all the way down, it says Trend Line. This is the same thing as Line of Best Fit. I'm going to click on linear because it's going to follow a linear pattern, not exponential, because we're not doing that yet. And then once you click linear, it actually allows you to do more options if you scroll down. So once I have linear, I'm going to put the label to use equation so that it shows my equation now in the right side. And I also want the R-squared value. Remember that the closer your R-squared value is to -1 or to +1, the better the line fits the data. Okay, so we're looking for something pretty good. And this is okay. This is 0.823. Normally we try to look for things that are a little bit closer to linear, but this is pretty good. I'm going to click Update here, and I should have everything on my chart. So when you're finally done, make sure you double check. Is my data visible? Yes. I have my data still here and highlighted. Do I have a scatter plot? Yes. And my scatter plot is labeled. I have a chart title as well as both axes titled properly. Do I have a trend line? Yes, I have a linear line of best fit right here, and I have its equation right here, and I have its R-squared value. Okay? So hopefully this is helpful to you. That was a tutorial on how to create a scatter plot and find the line of best fit with the equation and the R-squared value on Google Sheets. Have fun!